Welcome back to Frankfort, Delaware. The Senior League Softball World Series is underway. 2 games already in the books. We welcome you to Layton Field here at Lower Sussex Little League Complex. Has hosted this event since 2004. Michigan had plenty of fun watching Delaware and Canada become the first winners tonight. They will take on Hawaii in Game 3 of the event. Michigan, the reigning champs, and they are back, but lost 9 players off last year's teams. We are in pool play. 2 separate pools of 5 teams each. Each team will play each other in pool play, and then it will be seeded with the top 8 remaining teams. Bracket play begins, and we'll crown a champion on Sunday. Alongside Allie Shipman, former Alabama star, I am Chucky Kemp. Let's take a look back to last year. Michigan over Delaware, 10-0 in the championship. It was a dominant tournament for Michigan.
And it was the Addie Freeman show. She was incredible all week. She had 3 home runs, 17 RBIs. She hit .647 on the week. She is one of their team leaders. She's committed to Western Michigan University. She's going to be key for them to try to go back-to-back in this tournament.
Had a 3-run home run in that championship win over Delaware, and despite the fact that they did lose a lot, this is still a loaded roster for Michigan, who represent the Central region.
And there's something to be said about being here before, knowing what it takes to win. Being in this position, it kind of takes those nerves out of it. You're just ready to go because you know what to expect.
Zach Orr is their manager. He knows exactly what to expect, having led them to the championship last year. Here is the lineup: Mackenzie Jackson, Ayanna Jackson, Addison Freeman, Reagan Allen, the top 4 in the order for Michigan that we will see in this inning as they get set to face Hawaii, representing the West region. A couple mainstays in this event between Hawaii and Michigan. It's the 4th consecutive year Honolulu Little League has represented the West region. First pitch swinging into center field. It's a base hit for Mackenzie Jackson. That hit comes off of the starting pitcher, Lily Pereira, and their manager, Chad Pyler, said she has a very bright future. She is a big game pitcher.
And she is their ace. She's going to throw about 56 to 58 miles per hour, but it's that rise ball. That's her go-to pitch, her strikeout pitch.
Ball 1 outside to Ayanna Jackson. 17-year-old from Goodrich, Michigan. Younger sister Mackenzie is also on the team. Ayanna wears number 5, said it runs in the family. Runner goes, nice pick, it's short and out at second base.
What a play there by the catcher and the shortstop. Taylor Ituta behind the dish, making a great throw, but then it's Casey Kimura. She's going to come across, pick this ball, and then reach, make a great tag on Jackson sliding head first.
And that's going to save a run because this is painted down the right field line, and it's a 1-out double for Ayanna Jackson.
And Ayanna Jackson continuing to stay hot. She was the co-MVP last year with Addie Freeman. She's hitting .600 this year with two home runs on the season. She's a big piece for this team as well.
Michigan offensively and in the circle are just relentless. 41-4 is what they outscored their region opponents by en route to this Senior League Softball World Series. Went 7-0 in this event last year, and outscored opponents 82-5 with 5 shutouts.
That's a lot of offense put up by this Michigan team.
This is smoked to left field and gone. Addie Freeman hit that a mile.
Wow. That was an absolute moonshot off the bat of Addie Freeman. Right there with one swing, she shows why she was the co-MVP last year. This ball is left over the heart of the plate. Gets her front foot down on time. You can hear the crack of that ball off the bat. That was a no-doubter to get this going for Michigan.
Home run number 1 for Addie Freeman. She is special.
And if you're the Western Michigan coach, you're excited to see this young lady get to your program soon. Incredible bat. High softball IQ, a really great leader behind the dish as well.
Now the cleanup spot, Reagan Allen. Hawaii needs to settle in quickly. Down 2-0 after 3 batters.
And when we asked Zach Orr about Reagan Allen, he said she's always on base. She is just relentless. She finds a way on no matter how. She is that tone setter for this team.
And she finds a way on with a walk.
And that's an underrated at bat right there. After your teammate goes yard, you know, the next batter up can continue the inning or kind of be a stall there. And so she continues to put the pressure on by drawing a walk.
Caitlin Brennan at the plate. 1 on, 1 out. Lily Pereira trying to find a way out of this inning and limit the damage to just 2.
And Brennan's another one with power on this team. Said she hit 3 home runs in regionals and just felt free. Playing free is a key thing in this sport. You don't have the pressure of having to be perfect.
Popped up, and that will get out of play on top of the press box, as a matter of fact.
Put down to remind everybody that balls get over these fences. Actually, bats can do it too. Ask you to pay attention to what's happening on the field so that you don't have a unexpected visitor right in your lap. Thank you.
0-2 is lifted to center field. And in comes Addie Wong to make the catch for out number 2.
And there's that rise ball for Pereira. You can see Retuta behind the dish was almost standing up in her crouch, anticipating that this 0-2 pitch was going to be up out of the zone. Does a great job of locating that and gets Brennan to pop up underneath it.
Last chance in the first for Michigan is Hannah Johnson, the shortstop, who takes strike 1.
Johnson, a Saginaw Valley State University commit. Another one that's going to go play ball at the next level.
Yeah, they've got a handful of them. A few that have committed to Wayne State, 2 to Saginaw Valley State. Elena Trotter to Davenport. That's fouled down the left side.
Johnson, also a first-team Michigan high school shortstop. Great defensively, but at the dish as well.
She said her special talent is sleeping for as long as humanly possible.
I love that.
This is blasted to left field and carrying and gone. Hannah Johnson joins Addie Freeman with a 2-run shot here in the first.
And this is a team that has been here before. You can feel the confidence, the energy coming off of them. They are ready for this moment. Hannah Johnson waits for that perfect pitch. She's going to be perfectly on time for this. She gets that front foot down and then the extension. She stays on it for as long as possible and drives this ball over the fence.
I think they came ready to play.
And you could tell pregame we saw the shot of them. They were loose. They're excited. They're here to have some fun. And, you know, they talked about playing free, and you can tell right now these at-bats, they're free at-bats. They're taking committed cuts, committed takes. They are ready.
There is another big cut, but it's well foul for McKenna Cresbaugh, the center fielder. Two sets of sisters on this Michigan team. The Cresbaughs are one of them, and the Jacksons are the other. Takes strike two.
And that's a great spot there by Pereira. If I'm her, I'm going to try to live on that outside lower edge. It's really hard to hit a long ball on that piece of the plate.
Outside corner, strike three, but the damage done already. 4 runs for Michigan in the first.
And it's the 2 college commits. Addie Freeman, a moonshot. Her team is fired up, and then it's Hannah Johnson right behind her, and Michigan is already rolling.
Chad Pyler is the Hawaii manager. Talked about his young team to us a couple days ago. Said said the great thing about a young team is they don't know when to quit. So that is the perfect situation right now. Got themselves into a little bit of a tough spot. We'll see if this lineup can respond. Casey Kimura will lead things off. Paisley Aoki and Addie Wong, the first 3 due up to try to get things going against Michigan and get back into this game quickly.
And they're going to have to face Addie Taylor in the circle. She's a returner for them. She works every part of the plate. She's got a fastball, curveball, screw, rise, change, and it's that changeup. It is nasty when it is on. And something that I think is really unique about her is between her and Addie Freeman behind the dish, they call their own game. So they are running this show out here.
Addie Taylor's favorite softball player, one of your former teammates, Montana Fouts at Alabama.
That's a great one to look up to. Great role model for the sport and just a great person as well.
And now a 2-time AUSL champion with the Utah Talons. First pitch is outside, ball 1 to Casey Kimura, the shortstop for Hawaii. Her favorite players are Carlin Pickens and one of Montana's professional teammates, Bree Ellis.
Another 2 great picks. There's that change up there. It is filthy, especially coming in for a strike. You can see it's got nice movement to it as well, moving down through the zone. It's a great pitch.
Two-one count to Kimura. Mentioned Hawaii has been here before too. This is the 4th consecutive year. It's the Honolulu Little League that represented the state of Hawaii and now the region that is the West. And this is one of the returners. Kimura in her second year playing in this event. There's a handful of them like that, but this is a much younger team than last year.
Yeah, and I think what's really unique about them is they've been down before. They've faced a situation similar to this in their regional where they got down in that first inning, but then they found a way to fight and scrap. And so I think we're going to see a really gritty team from Hawaii today. Yeah,
down 5-2 after the first inning in that West Region Championship game, but just chipped away every inning, ended up winning that game 8-5.
And there are some teams that just honestly play better with their backs against the wall like that. Some teams just like that comeback story, that feeling of, you know, having to work a little bit more for it.
Ball 4, a leadoff walk for Kimura.
And that's a great way to start it if you're going to try to chip away, get that leadoff batter on. Now you have lots of opportunities. You can lay a bunt down. You can steal, especially with a lefty batter up. A lot of different opportunities here for Hawaii.
Paisley Aoki at the plate, 16-year-old from Mililani, Hawaii. Also in her second year playing in this Senior League Softball World Series. Her dream job is to be a pilot. Just got a piece of that ball off the end of her bat.
Looked like the runner was going on that one. May have been a hit and run.
One from Taylor outside in the dirt. One of the biggest pieces that did not return for Michigan from last year was Kayla Blumenshine, who threw a no-hitter in the championship game. She will be a freshman at Central Michigan this year. It had a little gas on it.
And especially underneath the lights, if you talk to a lot of hitters, they say pitches feel faster under the lights just because of how it looks out of the hand, what the spin looks like.
Chase that outside. And that's the first out of the inning.
Addie Taylor doing a really good job of locating during this at-bat. She's going to go to that screwball. Excuse me, the curveball.
Here is another one of a set of sisters, Addie Wong. Her younger sister, Emily, is also on the team. Favorite TV show, The Vampire Diaries.
I am currently on my 8th rewatch of that show.
Into left field. So something's working.
Something's
must be a good
working.
show.
It's a great show. Good job there by Addie Wong. Attacking early, being on time. Like we said, it's tough when you have a pitcher that's going to throw a changeup as well as with good velocity. You have to go in with a plan, pick a speed. You either have to sit fast or sit slow until you get to 2 strikes. That's a different story, but you can't get caught in between speeds.
Grace Washington, the next hitter up, 17-year-old from Honolulu. This is her 3rd year playing here in Delaware.
They thought she was going to have to miss a few games because she's in an internship over the summer, ended up being able to do both. But they say she's always studying. She's extremely smart, very dedicated to both softball and her education.
Throw down to Hannah Johnson, but the runner gets back safely.
I like that play there. Throwing to shortstop, kind of still in her position, keeps the runner from advancing to third on your throw. It's almost like a cutoff in front of her.
So less about actually getting it out and more about keeping the runners in check.
Yeah, keeping her honest, make sure that her leads weren't getting too big. And a couple pitches before, she was almost getting halfway with her lead out there. So as a catcher, you can pump fake, you can throw directly to second, but I like that play because it keeps her from trying to, take that big lead, wait for you to throw, and then keep going to third.
1-2 count to Grace Washington. Waits on that pitch, chopper to the shortstop. Johnson handles it nicely, 2 outs.
It's a good pitch there by Addie Taylor, going back to her changeup. But Grace Washington also doing a good job of just staying back, putting that ball in play, not trying to do too much with the changeup. Sometimes we overswing with the changeup. Hit it hard, move the runners over.
This is Jaylee Rose Penatani. One of the things Chad Pyler told us about her was that she has come up clutch time and time again. This would be a big moment for her. Her favorite player is Jada Coleman, 4-time national champ and now AUSL champ with the Utah Talons this year.
And another clutch player.
One count to Penatani.
Great location there. Curveball on the outer half of the dish. Addie Freeman doing a great job framing that ball up. It was probably River, but Addie Freeman's frame pulling it across.
1-2 from Taylor, trying to put together a scoreless first. And dance out of a little danger here. A walk and a single in the inning. Three and two. Strike 3 on the outside corner. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Addie Taylor, and after one, it's 4-0.
And Addie Taylor is fired up. She's gonna go to this curveball on the outer half of the dish. What a frame by Freeman behind the dish as well. And they'll look to hit when we come back.
4 hits and 4 runs for Michigan in the first inning. Two-run home runs, one off the bat of Addie Freeman, one off the bat of Hannah Johnson. And they are set to come up to the plate here, 8, 9, and 1. Due up for Michigan, who represents the Central region here in the top of the second. Looking to join Canada and Delaware as the other winners on night number 1. 4 games tonight, 6 games tomorrow, and we are off and running. 7 days of softball. Sammy Wright leads off the inning for Michigan. She has the perfect pick for her favorite player. This is a team out of the state of Michigan. She picked the best player in the history of the Michigan softball program, Sierra Romero, as her favorite player. Sierra just announced her retirement this summer, finished up her career with the Texas Volts in the AUSL.
What a career she's had. Congratulations to her on retirement. One of the best to ever do it. If you're in the state of Michigan and you like Michigan, especially Sammy Wright, her dad was a 4-year Michigan baseball alum. Sierra Romero, that's the perfect one to look up to.
Yeah, mom and dad both athletes at Michigan, water polo and baseball. Sammy Wright wearing number 8 this weekend, typically wears number 32 though for Sierra Romero. They have put some massive swings on some of these balls.
And most of them are to the pull side, which tells you that they're being aggressive. They're getting their front foot down early. They're looking to hit the ball hard to their power alleys, which for most righties is to the left side of the field.
The best part of Sammy Wright's player questionnaire was her favorite team. It's Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, there you go.
And I'm a Kansas City guy.
There you go. Perfect.
As is our producer, TJ McGinnis.
I've got a family full of Browns fans, so.
My apologies.
Yeah.
Nice pitch on the outside part of the plate by Lily Pereira for the first out of the second inning.
And Pereira looking like she goes to a little bit of an off-speed pitch here on the outer half. Slows it down just a little bit, and you can see Sammy Wright's out on the front part of her leg. She's out on her front foot. Gets her to swing and miss.
Hawaii got here while Lily Pereira missed regionals, but she is the ace of this team. They make a run. She'll be a big part of it. Scooped up over at third base by Aoki, and there's 2 away.
Really clean defensive play by Aoki over there. Just tell her glove work, super smooth with it, getting her feet underneath her. Just looked like a veteran third base play.
Back to the top of the order for Mackenzie Jackson. Takes the first pitch up and away, ball 1. Jackson listed herself at 5'2.5".
Got to be specific. Round up with the cleats as well. That's what I always did. I rounded up with the cleats on, gives you a little extra.
Said her dream job would be a dog babysitter, but she will actually be an accountant. It's very practical on the second part there.
I like dog babysitter better.
I do too. Like if you play your cards right, if you're really good at the second one,
then you
turn the first one into your job.
Exactly,
yeah.
Exactly. Just got to plan ahead.
Two 2-1 count for Pereira against Jackson. Shows bunt, lays it down. Gonna be a tough play to get the speedster. Oh my goodness. Great throw from Aoki over at third. What
a play by Aoki over at third. I mean, we just talked about how smooth she is over there, how she looks like a veteran third baseman. And on that play right there, she charges, she drops her arm slot. She's gonna recognize this bunt, going straight at it, fielding it, dropping that arm down, going sidearm to get this out. Absolutely nails the throw. And they'll look to put some on the board when we come back.
Everybody's starting to get a little sleepy here out east. It is 9:30 local time. Michigan leading Hawaii 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Second chance for Hawaii, the representatives of the West region, to get on the board offensively, and they'll have to do it in the 6, 7, 8 spots, starting with Irish Crowley. Swings at the first pitch for strike one. Her favorite athletes are Ilana Agbayani and Jocelyn Alo, of course, two Hawaiian natives. When you look across college softball and now the professional ranks with Alo and Agbayani, there are super talented Hawaiian players all over the place.
Oh, all the time. There's a lot of talent coming from Hawaii. You can tell they take softball serious down there at all levels. Even from what we've seen today, great defense, really great offensive strategy.
Big swing at that pitch for strike two. It's interesting watching Paisley Aoki over at third base. All I could think was of, at Arizona a couple times this year, and I just kept thinking Jenna Sniffen, who is another Hawaiian native who played at Arizona her first 2 years of college, a tremendous third baseman. 1-2. Ground ball is picked up by Johnson, and a strong throw to first for out number one.
Good job there of charging the ball by Johnson and communicating. Sammy Wright coming across the field, thinking maybe she might get that ball, but Hannah Johnson is calling it. She's committed to it, and then Sammy Wright just having to duck out of the way of that absolute laser throw by Hannah Johnson.
The ground ball left side, scooped up over at third by Wright, 2 away.
Sammy Wright wanted that last ground ball, and she finally gets one, does a great job, stays underneath it. You can tell this Michigan team, they make the routine plays. They're doing all the little things right. Great start in the circle, obviously the hot bats as well, but then making clean plays on defense.
Michigan trying to match Hawaii's 1-2-3 inning in the top of this frame with one of their own. They could almost do it identically. 2 ground balls to the left side and a strikeout is how Hawaii did it. Michigan so far, 2 ground balls to the left side. Jalen Pang is the batter. The left fielder takes outside, ball 2.
Thought it was interesting, her nickname that she listed was Timmy. They call her Timmy.
I'd love a backstory to that.
I gotta know more.
Said she would most like to meet Shohei Ohtani, who she lists as her favorite athlete, and Megan Grant.
Wants to be a chef, and she's listed Chef Megan Grant. That's what they call her over there, Chef Megan.
Strike 1 and a 3-0 count. Did you have a nickname?
Somebody one time referred to me as the Slim Reaper on air.
Okay.
That
So
stuck for
someone,
a little bit.
So a TV personality gave
Yes.
you that. Okay.
Yes. Big Al. Especially when I got to Alabama. I tried to make Big Al happen, but
3-2. There it is, matching 1, 2, 3 innings for the two sides in the second. And after 2 frames, it is Michigan by 4 over Hawaii here in Frankfort, Delaware.
Go to the top of the third intro. Yeah, top of the third.
The concession stand is one of the popular parts of the ballpark, but nothing is more popular than the ice cream truck that we are being told about just now. And I did see it pull in earlier, but this is supposed to be legendary.
and I hope it's here after the game because I will be stopping by to get some ice cream post-game.
If not, we'll have to come on the air tomorrow with ice cream
With ice
in
cream.
hand. It's turned out to be an excellent evening on night number 1 of the Senior League Softball World Series. We are now in the 3rd inning between Michigan and Hawaii. 4-0 for Michigan. The reigning champs from a year ago went 7-0. Out of Grand Blanc, Michigan, Michigan District 4 Little League. Two-0 count here for Lily Pereira against the leadoff Ayana Jackson, who doubled and scored her first time up in the first inning.
And she's another college commit going to Wayne State. We're going to see a lot of this out of this Michigan team, a lot of commits, a lot of players that are wanting to continue their careers in college.
This is rushed to right field. Another one for Michigan, their 3rd home run in as many innings.
Another one sent into the night. Her coaches said she has a big bat. She's swinging one of the hottest bats right now. And you can see it here, this pitch left over the heart of the plate. The extension on that, she follows that ball, follows the path, and almost hits it into the trees. Another moonshot for this Michigan offense.
She was another one who listed Jada Coleman as her favorite and also who she wants to meet most, and she put in her questionnaire, quote, "Did you watch her win 4 national championships?" Their 3 home runs have been blasts. This is hit hard on the ground, and that is going to roll all the way through the grass to the fence. Addie Freeman has a 2-run home run and a double now.
Honestly, this ball off the bat may have been harder than that home run. This ball had speed off the bat. She drove this ball into the gap. Once again, she's perfectly on time for this inside pitch, keeps her back elbow tight, smokes this ball all the way to the wall, and she's fired up.
In the dirt, Freeman will stay put at second base. Reagan Allen at the plate, walked and scored. Reagan's favorite athlete is the Detroit Tigers, looking like a young superstar, Kevin McGonigal. That's another one, just not straightened out, but hit a long way.
And their coach said she loves to pull the ball. She is one, she wants to go to her pull side. That's where her power is. So if you're a pitcher trying to keep the ball off the plate on the outer half of the zone, force her to try to pull that outside pitch.
This is up the middle, line drive gets down in the grass. The throw coming home. And that will allow Allen to get into second base.
I love the aggressive base running by Reagan Allen. She hits this ball as a single into the outfield, but then she recognizes the throw. The throw, instead of going to the cut, is going to go all the way home. She reads that immediately and knows she can make it all the way to second base.
2 in scoring position for Caitlin Brennan. The first baseman flew out to center field back in the first inning. Her dream job is to be a professional food critic. Hard hit down the third base line, foul ball. It was a good call behind the plate by our umpire. All the umpires this weekend, volunteers, have done an excellent job so far.
Our third base umpire just showing the athleticism over there, getting out of the way of that hard hit foul ball, showing off his moves. Troy Richardson over there.
In the dirt, ball 2. Brennan chops it to the left side. Another tough play Made to look easy by Aoki, but the runner will come home. It was heads-up base running by Addie Freeman.
And once again, Aoki making a really, really great defensive play. And then Penatani with the stretch, and because she stretched all the way out, she's almost in a full split. Having to get back up to try to make that throw is really difficult. And even Addie Freeman kind of hesitated a little bit, but because Penatani's in that full split, stretched all the way out, makes it really hard for her to get up and make that throw.
Chad Pyler came out of the dugout. I'm not sure if they want to challenge this or not at home. They might actually be looking at the at first, and I'm just now realizing that Brennan is standing on first base.
Looks like they may go ahead and challenge this. And we talked about that stretch. Penatani at first was almost in a full split.
So this is going to be a review on the field. It's Chad Pyler and Zach Orr, the two managers, having a laugh. Our challenge to play at is a
Looks to me like she got the foot right on that bag. Along with the stretch. Ooh. Hard to tell with the shadow how that dirt is kind of built up on the side of the base. But once again, it has to be enough evidence for them to overturn this. It has to be, without a doubt, she pulled her foot. And to me, I just don't think there's enough.
Another great attempt, at least, for Paisley Aoki over at third base. She's putting on a show at the hot corner so far.
And they haven't been easy plays either.
We're getting word they are looking at if the ball hit the batter's foot coming out of the box.
No. Doesn't look like it got her in the foot. So to me, the umpiring crew has made both of these calls correct for the looks that we've seen. She made at first base.
I was also first. I thought originally it was an out. She is safe for the ruling on the field. He overturned that matter. So being told they were actually not challenging the play at first. They were the ball hit the batter in the box. And so that is where that safe ruling comes from. So now the question is, will they choose to also challenge the play at first base, which you do have 2 unsuccessful challenges. So you get unlimited successful challenges. You run out 2 wrong. So I think they might use their second to challenge play at first base as well. Again, we apologize for the confusion. We thought that's what the original challenge was.
And that, to me, seems the most obvious challenge in the play. Maybe even the play at home plate would be a possible challenge as well to play. But to me, the closest play were the one first and the one.
Initially, a challenge of the we about be out.
What's interesting is defense. This has been a long break for the Battery. And here we take so they out this safe call first base. This is a tough. It looks like maybe a shadow, maybe a clump of dirt. Really hard to say here. And once again, because the original call is safe, I'm not sure if there's enough to overturn this.
You do see that dirt that's staying up there, though, so that's interesting. You were talking about dirt or shadow. It does look like it's dirt, which would make you think maybe her foot wasn't off the bag.
Yeah, maybe if you can see the dirt, then the foot wasn't completely on the bag. But again, as a defense, like if I'm Pereira in the circle, now I'm wondering, do I get warm-up pitches? They've been out there not doing much for a long time. They should be able to get some pitches in. Huge break in momentum for both teams.
I think we're about to get word here. The runner at first is out. So still going to go down as a run scored for Michigan. But Brennan will not be at first. There will be a runner at second base with 1 out here at the top of the 3rd inning.
And after a bit of a start there, everything figured out. Home runner did not get by the ball on the way out of the batter's box. And we're set and ready to go.
That is ball 1 high to Hannah Johnson. So how does Pereira bounce back after that bit of a delay? And she will face Hannah Johnson, who hit a 2-run home run her first time at the plate.
And this game is all about repetition and, having your routine. And it's very rhythmic with the timing. And so having a big break like that on both sides of the ball can be a real challenge to try to get your mind right again.
This one off the end of her back. She's going to be safe. No one will score. Johnson rounds second, and she is into third base.
And this is just one of those that's, if you're Hawaii, unfortunately placed. Pereira doing a really good job of getting Johnson off balance. It's a bit of a squibbler off the end for the pitcher to have to come off and try to make it really difficult. A swinging bunt in a way.
Still just 1 out in the inning. 7 runs across for Michigan in the first 3 frames. They went down in order in the second inning too. 1-2-3 inning for Hawaii in the second frame. But Michigan scored 4 in the first, now 3 here in the third so far. McKenna Cresbaugh falls behind in the count 0-2. 17-year-old from Commerce Township, Michigan. Her favorite softball player is Maya Brady. The middle, base hit, run across. Crespaugh's first hit of the week.
This is a great piece of hit by Cresbaugh. You tell a little bit out front on this pitch, but she slows her body down, so she gets her front foot down really early. See that little pause there? It's like it was an off-speed pitch. She keeps her weight back and keeps her hands back. If you see that changeup and you commit your hands forward, it's really hard to put barrel on the ball, but she keeps her hands back and drives it up the middle.
And we will take a break. They will make a pitching change for Lily Pereira when we come back. Michigan leading Hawaii 8-0. Well, this is how the first couple results went. Delaware and Canada, the early winners. Delaware beating Pennsylvania, Canada beating South Carolina. 2 of our 4 games tonight, 6 games tomorrow. Kind of go back and forth on that trend for the next 4 days here in Frankfort, Delaware. The new pitcher is Jalen Pang for Hawaii, trying to settle things down here. We've seen her in the lineup already, started this game in the field and the circle.
And she's going to be a little bit slower in velocity than Pereira was, throwing mid-50s. She's got a 2-seam fastball. Coaches said that she really shut the door in their regional championship game, so she has experience on the mound in big-time situations.
That one gets away, and the runner, Cresbaugh, will advance to second with 1 out.
And if you're a pitcher coming in, this is almost a stress-free. Seems like it should be, but there's nothing to lose. You just need to do your best to keep zeros on the board for the rest of this game for your team.
Two-one pitch to Sammy Wright. Now a hitter's count big time in a 3-1 spot. Wright struck out swinging her first trip to the plate. Full count. right, lifts it to left field, and doesn't have quite enough juice on it. Makayao, who just came in, makes the catch out in left field.
Good job by Jalen Pang coming into the game, using that two-seam fastball, that spinniness that she has to get Sammy Wright out in front and to get a pop fly for her team.
Runner Crespa is all the way up to third base. Kate Mitchell takes strike one. Good spot from Pang. According to the Michigan, one of the coaches, Dave Proffer, Kate Mitchell is the TikTok dance instructor for the team.
Every team has to have one of those. I like that her old trust as well. She's a vet of this team.
Swings through this, and a nice shot by Jalen Pang to come in and get back-to-back outs to end the inning. But it is 8-0 Michigan, headed to the bottom of the Follow the amazing kids as they experience their Little League World Series adventure. Download the Little League World Series app, photos, schedules, and more available in the app for Apple and Android devices. Cool breeze here in Frankfort, Delaware. 10 o'clock local or is clearly some changes right now. Infield defense now for exactly those changes are.
Big inning for winding up. Need to put Suns on the board. Chipping away. A lot left, but it's still by little.
First pitch, low, ball one. This is the catcher for once things off. Tuta wearing number 7 right now, but normally wears the number 50 because of Mookie Betts, her favorite player. 1-1 catches the inside corner. Great location from Maddie Taylor.
That's a tough spot to hit. Going in, it's like it's running for the right-handed quarterback. Difficult to get your hands high on that pitch.
Maddie Taylor, also a golfer. She also runs a coffee shop. Why did my not have a coffee shop?
Can't say my school had a coffee shop either.
Two-two to Ratuta. She puts a charge in the left field. That's going to beat the outfielders and top the fence as she's doing the second base of the night.
And it's the new left fielder, Golan, out there in left field. She's just playing in. So she gets this barrel. Ratuta gets a barrel on this ball, drives it. But Golan is playing so shallow that now this ball is way over her head. And Ratuta gets in there for a stand-up double.
Taylor Ratuta, the 9-hole on second base for the top of this Hawaii order. Casey Kimura at the plate. Walked to lead off the bottom of the first, but was stranded. Inside that gets away. Ratuta is up to third.
Almost looks like some of those screwballs are just running a little bit too inside to these batters. If you're Freeman behind the dish, you have to flip your mitt the other way around. Get your pocket opposite of that spin.
Good velocity on that pitch from Taylor, and Kimura behind it. Now ahead in the count, 1-2.
This is where you got to be really careful because you know the changeup is in her arsenal. To combat that, do you sit fast, react, change? To me, that looks like what she's doing. She's a little bit late on those fastballs because she's probably reacting to that changeup. She wants to be ready for that. So she's just getting rid of the fastballs until maybe she'll give her that changeup that she can drive.
Strike three on the outside corner, and that's out number one.
And Addie Taylor has been using every part of this outside corner today. Goes there again with that curveball, just nicks the outer part of the plate. And she's done that a few times. Great frame by Addie Freeman to pull that one across. I mean, that is river. Freeman making it look easy back there.
Oh, 1 count to Paisley Aoki, the third baseman, struck out swinging her first time up. Takes ball one outside. Is high for ball two. Throw down to third, not in time.
It's a good snap throw there by Freeman behind the dish. Especially with this lefty batter up, you have a lane, so you can go to this. Just keeps the runners honest, keeps them from getting too far off. And if you can keep them honest, keep them a little bit closer to third base, then a ground ball in the infield, that may prevent them from scoring just because they have to stay closer to third base.
Two count to Aoki. Up the middle, Johnson has to back up for it, but that strong arm closes the distance. Hawaii is on the board. It's an RBI for Paisley Aoki.
Good job by Aoki, putting this ball in play, getting her front foot down on time. Angle by Hannah Johnson at shortstop, knowing that this ball's hit hard so she can kind of take that drop step, take a deeper angle, trusting that her arm is strong enough to make that throw.
Ball one to Addie Wong, the 3 spot, has one of the 2 hits in the game for Hawaii.
She is their unofficial team leader, vocal leader, their spark plug.
Jumps ahead 2-0 in the count. She wanted to be a dentist and said, and I'm a big Disney fan, so this one I like. She said, I'd most like to be a Disney princess because she loves all the Disney movies.
Me too. Huge Disney fan.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
Man, see, I can't even pick. Disney movies are like my feel-good. Above all of them, 100 times. For a while there was obsessed with Frozen.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like I might be able to quote Frozen word for word at this rate. Don't ask me to sing.
For us? Yeah.
Don't ask. I knew you were going to ask.
Here is Grace Washington. Takes a good location from Taylor on the first pitch.
And I love this from Grace Washington. Says she wants to be an Alzheimer's specialist to help people like her grandpa. That is incredible. A great why to have.
And you mentioned earlier, but Chad Pyler told us about her just super smart.
All seem to be studying, even her. She takes summer classes, internships, anything to try to better herself.
Here 0-2, and Taylor wants a new ball. When Michigan comes up in the top of the 4th, it is going to be the top of the order. So this is a big half inning here. It's a big half inning coming up for Hawaii. Off speed pitch, slow roller left side. It's going to be a tough play, and that is off the glove of Lowe over at first. That will help Addie Wong advance all the way to third base.
And Elena Trotter's the new third baseman in there. This is a tough play on the run. Hit pretty softly off the end of the bat, and so you're having to read those hops, scoop it on the run. Then it looks like Lowe over there at first base may have stretched a little bit too early, So when you stretch too early, you limit yourself on your reach, and that ball gets past her.
Now Jaylee Rose Penitani takes strike one.
And this is their player that's very clutch. She's the one with the raw power, and one big swing from her, and all of a sudden this could feel like a different ball game.
Takes that for ball one. Her favorite show was Stranger Things. Let's see, I'm just trying to see what your range is like.
That's another great show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just watched that in the last year and a half with my wife.
Really?
Yeah. It was awesome.
Took you a while. Behind on the times.
2-1 count. Hawaii trying to mount a little 2-out rally here. First and third, 2 away, and a hitter's count for Penitani.
You know, sometimes when you're the team like Michigan, when you're up by this much, you can almost take your foot off the gas. You know, I was told the best way to respect another team is to continue to keep your foot on that gas, keep putting pressure on them, but it's almost like you take too much of a deep breath, and then sudden Hawaii starts knocking on the door, starts putting pressure right back. Has a chance to load the bases up right here.
Saw this in our first night. Delaware jumped out to a big early lead. Pennsylvania, though, clawed their way back into that game, made things interesting in the last couple innings. That is ball 4, and now the bases are loaded for Irish Crowley.
And we talked about it before. Coaches, this team is scrappy, they're gritty. They have lots of fight, they don't know when to quit. So to them, 1, that's nothing. They are ready to keep fighting. For Michigan, you need to make sure you keep putting pressure on.
Chad Pyler said Irish Crowley is the emotional leader of this team. She takes strike 1. Trying to catch up to that pitch and fouls it back 0-2.
Big cut there by Crowley. Can tell she was looking for that fastball, just missed it. Usually when they go straight back, that means you're just missing it barely. And now a good situation for Addie Taylor. She has so many pitches in her arsenal, and that changeup has looked so good. You can kind of expand the zone anywhere, being this far ahead.
Three on the outside corner. And Taylor's the base loaded to end the third inning. Still Michigan with the advantage 8-1, and it is 1-2-3 coming up for the defending champs.
now to consider number 2, Ella Stevenson, leading off for.
Top of the fourth we go. Big inning here for Hawaii to try and keep Michigan in check. It's Mackenzie Jackson leading it off. Top of the order for the defending champs. And it's actually going to be a pinch hitter for Jackson. And instead, it looks like this is Ella Stevenson, a 17-year-old from Grand Blanc, Michigan. Her favorite player is Reese Atwood, the two-time national champ at Texas and the AUSL Rookie of the Year.
We talked a little bit about routine and how important that is. Stevenson says she writes on her bat so that when she gets in the box, she can read it before every pitch. Now, I'd love to know what she's writing on her bat, but whatever, you can take a deep breath, focus your you're there, spinning, look at her bat, and then sing into the box. That's just part of her routine. It's what gets her settled and ready to go.
A 2-2 count. You could see there she was kind of trying to find what it's about. And that is strike 3.
And she's going to the outside edge, getting a lot of love on the outer corner today for both sides. Good job by
to a Jackson. Jalen has seen 3 batters and retired all. And gets a base hit.
Good piece of hitting there by Jackson. Not trying to do too much. From co-MVP last year. And in the environments, she has a lot of that experience. You see it there with that at bat, hunting a pitch, taking it.
Here is Freeman, maybe the most dangerous hitter in this tournament. Takes ball 1. 2-run home run and double in this game so far. Score time plate.
It's hard to even put her on. It's hard to even walk her because there's a lot of threats in this lineup.
Off-speed pitch was high for ball 2. Three and 0.
And I'd pitch around her as well. Make her get herself out. She's hit the ball extremely hard, both at bats. Just try to nibble around the zone, see if she'll chase.
And a 4-pitch walk to Freeman. So 2 on now with just 1 out for Reagan Allen.
And a good at bat there by Freeman. Sometimes when you've hit the ball as hard as she has, you can be anxious to do it again, but she was very patient, understanding her approach.
Allen has reached both times, a walk and a single, and she has scored both of her trips to the plate. Is inside, and a nice job to keep that in front by Ratuta.
Really good block there. Having moved to her left a little bit, keeping her glove down. And then getting up quick, knowing that she's got runners on.
Low 2-1, and the runner will take second. Heads up base running by Ayana Jackson.
And the delayed steal here. She's gonna wait for this throwback to the pitcher, knowing that the pitcher has not been paying attention to her. Once you catch the ball in the circle, you need to be looking right back at your base runners so that they know you are watching them. Jackson taking advantage, getting to third base.
First and third now with just one away.
This is a really tough position to be in if you're Hawaii as well defensively. These are really hard to defend.
Slow roller to the right side. It's going to be a tough play, and there's no play to be made. It's going to go down as an infield single. Another run scores, and it's first and third all over again.
And I'm just really impressed by the aggressive base running by this Michigan team. This is a slow ball off the end of the bat of Reagan Allen. And the trail runner here knows that because it's hit so slow, she has an opportunity to go first and third, and she does not hesitate.
Pinch hitter at the plate is going to be Harper Lowe, who has come into the game defensively for Michigan at first base a couple innings ago. Runner goes. They had a first and third call on, but Michigan beats it, and they will score again.
You know, we were just talking about how difficult these first and third plays can be. You've got a couple options. You can try to go to third. You can pump fake. You can go all the way down. You can try to cut it. And they try to go all the way down here. You see her getting a little bit confused, Raytuda, behind the dish. If you're the shortstop there, cover a little bit of ground. Try to cut that off a little bit more out in front. That way you have a chance to cut it and go home.
Ball one to Harper Lowe. She's a big reader and writer. She said she started writing a book at the end of 8th grade.
I wonder what it's about.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you a big reader?
I love reading, huge reader. If you ask my husband, he thinks I read too much.
Okay.
I say there's no such thing.
I agree.
Harper Lowe says she wants to play for the University of Tennessee Lady Vols. That is her dream. She's the youngest on the team, but the coaches say she has the highest exit velocity off of her bat.
This is a spinner out in front. Just got excited about that pitch, and there's 2 outs.
And Pang just gets Low way out in front on this. This is almost off the very end of the bat. Slow roller back to Pang, and she fields her position well.
Runner on third and 2 outs for Hannah Johnson. Takes strike one.
Johnson, a Sam Landry and Carlin Pickens fan. 2 great picks.
I thought that was interesting, though. For a shortstop, went 2 pitchers.
2 pitchers.
Who's the hardest pitcher you ever faced?
Nigeri Kennedy. She just comes off the mound different, but also before I was on Alabama, I had to face Montana Fouts. It's no easy task either.
Ground ball left side, low throw is picked up at first base by Penatani. It's a great play over at first for out number 3. 2 more come across for Michigan. 10-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
10-1 on score.
Go to the bottom of the fourth inning, Michigan leading Hawaii 10-1. 10 hits for the reigning champs. This young Hawaii team trying to mount a charge in the middle of this game, as we saw Pennsylvania do against Delaware earlier tonight. Delaware still hung on to win that game, but certainly got interesting late.
And it starts with the leadoff batter. You need to get the leadoff batter just to set the tone for the inning.
Kendall Moraoka is the leadoff hitter for Hawaii. 7, 8, 9 due up in the inning. Moraoka had a kind of a cool pick for her favorite softball player, Alina Garcia, who is the super talented shortstop for UCLA this year. Topped the 20 home run mark and still has a few more college seasons to go. Back up the middle, just off the glove of Taylor. Johnson showing off the arm again.
Hannah Johnson, right place, right time. Really good job of sticking with this ball. It goes off the glove of Addie Taylor, but Johnson doesn't miss a beat.
Now Jalen Pang at the plate. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike one. Pang's given up the 2 runs in her 1 2/3 innings pitch. Was looked pretty good in the circle against this dangerous Michigan order. 1-1 count. Foul ball puts her behind Addie Taylor, 1-2. Taylor has now gone 3 1/3 and allowed just 2 hits and 1 earned run. She has given up 3 free passes, but has struck out 5.
And a lot of that is just because she's so able to change speeds, change spin, change location. It's really hard to pick a pitch.
Strike 3, number 6 on the night.
And instead of the curveball, this time it's the screwball. She's gonna go to the other side of the dish, get behind this screwball, runs it across the plate for her 6th strikeout of the day.
Taylor Ratuta, the last chance with 2 away here in the 4th. Strike 1. Strike 2, very similar location on the inside corner.
It just feels like Taylor's doing a great job of working ahead to all of these batters. It almost feels like Hawaii's always having to battle back in their at-bats. Good job of pounding the zone by Taylor.
Ground ball picked up over at third, and a nice play by Trotter to make it a 1-2-3 inning. Well, good pitching and good defense getting it done for Michigan there in the 4th, still up 9. 10-1, start of the 5th inning between Michigan and Hawaii. Of course, plenty of Wolverines fans in attendance when you're dealing with Michigan, who represents the Central region. I like that Hawaii shirt that she's got on there. That's pretty slick.
I like the fan that she's got around her neck. Keeping her cool. Could probably use that in the next few days. Another fan. They're prepared. They came ready.
This is probably one of the cooler games that they will play here. That pitch had great movement on it from Jalen Pang in the circle. Strike one to McKenna Cressbaugh at the plate.
Cressbaugh says she wants to be a plastic surgeon, PA. That's got to be a really fun job.
Hits this in the air to right field and coming in. It's just off the glove of the right fielder, Crowley, and Cressbaugh is into second.
And that's just a bit of a miscue by the right fielder, Crowley. As she's charging this, you can see her running with her glove up and her 2 hands up. You want to keep that glove tucked, continue running until you're ready to reach up for it. When you're underneath it, then you can go up with the 2 hands, but it's almost like you're trying too hard when you're running with both of your hands up like that.
Elena Trotter is the batter now and fouls this out of play for strike one. Has come into this game at third base for Sammy Wright. Her dream job is to be a biomedical scientist. Could you tell me what that is?
Let me guess. No, never mind.
I don't know. I was like, if you're gonna guess, I can guess if you're right or not. That is smoked through the left side, and it's gonna get all the way to the warning track as Michigan has their 11th run of the game.
Elena Trotter putting some velocity on this ball. She absolutely smokes this ball into the outfield. Makayao out there in left, struggling to keep it in front. It's just hit so hard. It's on the outer half of the plate, but she gets her barrel around it. Then just a bit of a miscue there by the left fielder. Hawaii struggling a little bit defensively here.
Ten-run lead here in the 5th. Was popped up and out of play by Kate Mitchell. Excuse me, this is Danielle Golan at the plate. 15-year-old from Fenton, Michigan. Her favorite player is Tegan Cavan, the 2-time national champion. Lifts this to center field, and making the catch is Wong. There's one away.
Golan just missing this ball underneath a little bit. Good job there by Addie Wong, secure the out and then get a quick throw in to make sure that the runner at second base doesn't advance.
Jalen Pang's done a really nice job out of the bullpen.
And I think she does a good job of mixing speeds a little bit, trying to keep them off balance. Looks like she's got a bit of an off speed that she'll go to get these Michigan hitters out on their front foot.
Ground ball left side, scooped up over there at third base by Aoki. She just doesn't miss over at third.
She's automatic over there at third base. She even took a bit of a peek at the runner too and still made a great throw. Good read there to take third by the base runner. But still, Aoki's she's locked down over at third base.
It's low for ball one in the dirt to Ayana Jackson. Jackson has a single, double, and a solo home run, a triple shy of the cycle. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Michigan have yet to be retired in the game. They are 9 for 9 at the plate as far as reaching base goes with hits and walks.
It's just relentless, that part of the order. They're aggressive, they're strong. They take advantage of missed pitches.
Inside ball 3.
I really like that spot there, though, where you can see Retuta setting up so far inside, telling Pang, hey, we don't want to miss anywhere over the plate with this.
3-1 now to Jackson. And that's a walk.
Now coming to bat, here's the catcher, Addie Freeman.
Here is Addie Freeman. She's got a walk, a double, and a 2-run home run. She has scored all 3 times she's come up. Takes inside ball 1.
And again, this is another one that you got to try to pitch around without truly pitching around. It's not like you want to intentionally walk her to put more runners on base, but you have to let her get herself out.
One count to Freeman. A lot of softball to be played, whether you win or lose tonight. You're guaranteed 4 games here in pool play. Just need to be one of the top 4 in your pool to advance. There might have been something in the eye of Taylor Retuta behind the plate.
Tough position to not be able to see.
If you say so. I thought you catchers were tough.
Not if there's dirt in my eye.
Swing and a miss. There's a big cut by Freeman, and Pang is back in this thing in a full count.
Big pitch coming up next for Pang.
And she got her to chase that pitch. And that's going to do it for the top of the 5th. Hawaii needs a run to keep this one going as we go to the bottom half.
Central Michigan, top of the 5th inning.
11-1 Michigan leading Hawaii, the representatives of the West region, and they are potentially down to their final 3 outs. A run rule after 5 innings. If a team is winning by 10 or more, the game ends. It is 15 runs after 4 innings. Michigan leading by 10 here in the bottom of the 5th. Hawaii needs a run to keep this game going.
And if you're Hawaii, this is the right part of the lineup to do it. Starting from the top, you've got Casey Kimura to try to lead things off.
Kimura, the shortstop for Hawaii, followed by Aoki and Addie Wong. Oh, 1 count to Kimura.
Kimura says she wants to be a doctor. We have a ton of just absolutely smart kids on both sides of the ball, a lot of medical. One of the players says she wants to be a president someday. Incredible to see the aspirations of these young players.
Yeah, much more thoughtful than I think I would have been at this age. Chopper to the right side, and stepping on the bag is Lowe over at first for the first out.
I'm not sure if I even had a clue what I wanted to be.
So you don't know what you would have written down.
I think at this age, I wanted to be like a team trainer, like a weight room coach. I went through a phase, loved the weight room. I don't know, college, I didn't necessarily love the weight room as much at 6 a.m.
I was going to say, we're going to have to check with Patrick Murphy. How was she in the weight room?
Any other time but 6 a.m., I'm in.
Paisley Sue Aoki. Red Sox fan. Bryce Harper is her favorite player, though. Chases that pitch for strike 2. Oh-2 from Taylor. Got her swinging. Strikeout number 7. I want your child to experience the teamwork and fun of Little League baseball or softball. Visit playlittleleague.org and enter your address to find a Little League community program near you. A lot of the players in their questionnaires talk about playing for their community, how much fun that is. Zach Orr, the Michigan manager, talked about how great the support is from back home. Said they actually doubled their numbers in every softball category in Grand Blanc Little League this year, and they get the opening night win over Hawaii in 5 innings. That is 7 consecutive run rule victories for Michigan in the Senior League Softball World Series dating back to last year.
And they showed why they are absolutely dominant out here, from the pitching to the defense. And then the 2 through 6 batters in this lineup today were absolutely deadly. A ton of power, driving in a ton of runs. If you're Michigan, this is the right time to start heating up again, trying to chase back-to-back World Series victories.
11 hits for Michigan in the game, 3 home runs. They just set the tone, though, in that first inning. A double by Ayanna Jackson, a 2-run shot by Freeman, and then Hannah Johnson a few batters later, another 2-run home run.
And that's really tough if you're an opposing team to try to bounce back after that. Putting up a big number early in the game just takes some stress off of you as a team.
Here's the updated look at pool play. Brazil is leading 5-0 on the field behind us as well. That's the last game of night number 1. So Canada, Michigan, and Delaware, the winners so far. Brazil hoping to join them, and then 6 more games tomorrow. We'll have 3 of them right here on this field.
Lots of softball left to be played. And we've already seen just about everything. We've seen incredible plays on defense. We've seen changes. We've seen crazy faces in the stands. So much fun out here.
Tomorrow, 2 Eastern, the West region against Canada. So Hawaii back in business, trying to respond against a team who already has a win this tournament. And Michigan, the reigning champs, right back to work. 11-1 winners on night number 1 in just 5 innings. For Ali Shipman and our entire crew, I'm Chucky Kemp. We will see you tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.